Hey YouTube, KC Classic 7 here, back here with another video. Got some NBA 2K17 here. I want to do a discussion on some of the changes that I've seen in the patch 12 that just recently was released, and just want to give you my thoughts on what I've been seeing. Overall, I'm really enjoying patch 12, even with the shooting tweaks. Not going to really discuss shooting too much in this video. I want to put that in a separate video because I feel like a lot of people do not understand the shooting tweaks and do not understand why they're missing these quote unquote, why they're missing white lights, as people like to refer to them, and why they aren't getting as many green lights. Personally, I think shooting the way it is perfect, but I want to save that for another video. This video is going to be discussing the way that I've seen the adaptive AI been working, and it really has improved since the beginning of the year, specifically with this patch. Because a lot of these things, if I would have done them the day before, I would not have seen the AI react the way that they have been reacting. They've been really active in the passing lanes, as well as help defense has really been active as well. Those are two things that I've noticed the most, as well as them adapting to what you're doing as a user on the floor. So these three situations, or four situations I'm going to show, is going to be all pick and roll situations, and I want to show you guys um, how the defense is reacting to what is happening on the floor. So prior to this, this is the way that they have been defending the pick and roll up until this point, just so you guys know, and so you guys have a backdrop to what is going on the floor. This is my first points off the pick and roll, but up until this point, this is the way that they have been defending the pick and roll. So here, this is going to be a pick and roll between Klay Thompson and Zaza Pachulia, and the way that they originally and started defending the pick and roll this game was they were trying to make sure Klay Thompson did not shoot off of the pick and roll, or the pick and roll, pick and pop. They want to make sure that he was not shooting off of that pick and roll. So you see Anthony Davis really committing to him. You see Drew Holiday starting to recover and trying to commit back to Klay Thompson. But at the same time, they're leaving Zaza Pachulia wide open. And that was their original defense. That's the way that they want to defend it, because obviously Klay Thompson is more of a threat than Zaza Pachulia, but you're also obviously not going to give up easy 2-point baskets like this all game either. So my next pick and roll possession came later in the quarter, and right away, as you see, this one is a pick and roll between Sean Livingston and David West. Now look at what the big man does here. Doesn't react to he doesn't react to Sean Livingston until after. He makes sure that that pocket pass is not there, and now I have to make the adjustment and adjust to what the defense is doing. I see the late rotation from Monty Eunice, and I'm able to finish at the rim. One thing that I would like to see, but this is kind of nitpicking, I would like to see DeMarcus Cousins rotate a little bit sooner, seeing that McGee isn't a shooting threat, but you also do have to respect that there's a nice amount of space here. So, but that's nitpicking stuff. He, I'm not upset that he didn't rotate, but I would like to see him rotate a little bit sooner, seeing that there's a non-shooting threat on the 3-point line. And even then, you can say that he even mistimed the block here, because he was real close to even getting this block. He just rotated a little bit too late and didn't get that block. Like I said, that's minor. That's not a huge deal. Not really too mad about that. So a minute later, or another pick and roll situation. This time it's between David West and Iguodala. They go for the switch this time, and I'm still able to finish at the rim. But this is this is what I'm talking about. This is what I like that um, this patch 12 did. Originally, they defended the pick and roll by leaving the roll man open. Then they contained the roll man and left the drive open. And now in this situation, they are switching on the pick. Even though I'm still able to score here, I like how they're giving me multiple looks to where I'm not just where I have to adjust to what the defense is doing. And it's not just the same stagnant gameplay and success rate that I'm getting. Even though I'm being successful on these pick and rolls, I still have to personally make the adjustment on the floor to be successful. If I threw that pocket pass here, it was open, but and I probably would have still made the shot, but that's just a awkward angle. It just would have been an awkward situation when talking about the pick and roll. Even on that last situation I showed, if I would have threw the pocket pass here, it would have been picked off. So you have to adjust, and I like that you have to adjust to what's happening on the floor. So, and then the final situation, this doesn't come until later in the third quarter. So as you see, guys, I'm not even that. I'm in this situation. I've been successful 4 times on this pick and roll. So I'm not even that successful 4 times in a whole game. That's not really a huge success rate. So this situation, they they continue to contain the roll man. As you see, Etwan Moore really trying to fight through that screen, even though I'm able to get by him. And you start to see help defense come over here. You start to see Anthony Davis really commit to the drive, as well as Crawford here starting to cheat down too, to start to commit to the roll man as well. So I have to kick it out here, and I get an open look. And in this situation, it just went in. But this is what I like to see. Um, I'm forced to have to make adjustments. First adjustment I had to make was I had to hit the pocket pass. The second adjustment I had to make was I had to drive it in. And this is phase 3. You have to realize if I don't make these adjustments, that's a pick pass if I throw it here. If I don't make the second adjustment, that's a contested shot at the rim. But I make that third adjustment, and I'm able to get an open look. So just wanted to point those things out. Definitely enjoying patch 12. Hopefully the shooting tweak that Mike Wang puts in later today isn't too bad to where you're seeing these crazy success rates from the 3-point range. And just to show you guys, 48% is not a crazy 3-point percentage. That's good. That's good. That's a good 3-point percentage. They didn't shoot too well from the 3-point, so the shooting stats are a lot more balanced and a lot more realistic, and it's on par from what we see in the real NBA. So hopefully it continues to look like this, and the gameplay isn't too unrealistic like it's been throughout the majority of the year. KC Classic 7 signing out.